So we're up to the entry of umanut, trade. So the Pele Yoetz is going to discuss now the importance of learning a trade. The sages told us in Kesech Kiddushin, Hayav Adam lilamed et beno umanut. A person is obligated to teach his son a trade. A person should teach his son an easy and clean one, easy and clean trade. So a person has to make ishtadut, to make parnasa. So every father has to teach his son how to do ishtadut to make parnasa. But really, it's true that every person, it behooves the person. It is a person's obligation also to try to be like Rabbi Neorai. What did Rabbi Neorai say in the Gemara? He says, "Maniach hani kul umaniyot ba'olam ve'eni melamed et beni el Torah." Now Rabbi Neorai said, "I put aside every trade in the world. I put it aside, and I will teach my son only Torah." So this is interesting. At the same time, we need to teach our son a trade, and then at the same time, we need to teach our son. Rabbi Neorai says, "I'm going to teach my son only Torah." So which one is it? So if you see the Marsha over there, and this is how the Pele Yoetz says also, that really a person can choose what is his main focus. Some people's main focus is material gain. Okay, I make time for learning, but my main focus is material gain. I want to have pursuit of happiness through materialism. And then I leave little energy I have left over, I leave for spiritual endeavors, for praying, for learning, for tzedakah, whatnot. Or a person can make his primary pursuit, which is Torah, and Misot, and tzedakah, and hesed, and growth, and musar, and all that stuff. That's what I really wake up for, Most people, if you think about it, they really live for what? For maybe an hour, half hour of their day. Well, that's really what they live for. So I get up in the morning, I have to get on the train, run to the train, I get on the train, finally get the train, get to work, I got to work, do my work, I get to lunch, I survive lunch, and I got lunch, and I have strength to do the rest of my day. I get home. His whole day, he's looking forwards, and he's looking towards what? Getting home and spending from 6 to 7 or 7 to 8 with his family and enjoying what he wants to watch, enjoying what he wants to eat, enjoying what he wants to do with his friends. And then for that 1 hour, 2 hours, whatever it is, then, I need to go to sleep. I need to do work for tomorrow. I need to prepare for tomorrow. Meal prep. I need to get my stuff together. I need to do laundry. I need to do housework, whatever it is. So it comes out for that 1 hour, 2 hours of that day. That's really what he's running for. So it says the Pele Yoetz, what can a person do? A person can say, that 1 hour of 2 hours a day, I'm looking forward to spend the money I work for, to get material gain, to enjoy those 1 or 2 hours for Olam Hazeh. Or I can look forward then my entire day, that 1 or 2 hours, for that learning that I do before work. For that learning I do after work. For that praying I do before work. For that praying I do after work. And for the time I spend with my family. For things that are positive, things that are spiritual in nature, that's what I'm really looking forward to. So therefore, the Pele Yoetz is saying that Rabbi Neorai is teaching us, I will leave all pursuits of this world on the side, meaning as a secondary, and I make the main Torah. I teach my son that the main thing should be Torah. Yes, there is the Pnei Yoshua and the Sefer Miknah, which Ravadi brings in Havedat, and he says, what should a person do? Should a person send his son to a school where they teach him a lot of English in the afternoon, or they should have a majority of yeshiva where it's majority Torah, basically almost all day Torah, and English is like side. So he says, depends on the child. He says some children, they have the ability to sit, and they have the ability to focus, and they have a future into being a rabbi, into being a superstar. But so in such a person, you should do what Rabbi Neorai says, and leave all pursuits of this world and Torah, Torah, Torah. But that's for a person who could be successful in that. But some kids are not like that. Some people are not cut out for that. Some people, they can't sit and focus. They're not able to be good speakers. They're not able to remember all this stuff. That's not their nature. So therefore, such a person, maybe following the advice of Rabbi Neorai for such a case, it will not be applicable. That's what the Pnei Yoshua learns. But the Pele Yoetz is saying, even Rabbi Neorai says, not just to only do Torah. You could work. Just what's your main focus? That's what your main focus. And therefore, it comes from the father. The way the son sees the father, how he does business, how he learns Torah, and the focus and the primacy and the hierarchy and the value system that the father, that's naturally what gives to the son. People think that you go to yeshiva. I never went to yeshiva. You have to learn your Gemara. You have to get 100 in your test. I don't learn Gemara. I don't go to shul, but you got to put on tefillin, but you got to make sure you learn your Gemara. And the child says, what kind of contradiction is this? No, I don't see you doing that. I see you every night going to parties. I see you every night going and chilling. I also want to do that. I also want to be a chiller. I also want to party. I don't want to be serious in learning. Therefore, a person has to know teaching most of the time is by example. So therefore he says, and even if you take your son to go to the marketplace to earn a living, even if he's extremely affluent, and you have the ability to give your son old money, the old money, you give him a lot of money to buy merchandise, and he has a lot of capital to make investments, and it should be easy peasy for it to flip things around and to make extra money on everything. Still, nonetheless, you should not be ashamed to teach your son a trade as well, so they be fully equipped. We don't know what each day will bring. Why is it called zuz? Zuz money is called zuz in the Gemara. Zuz means it zaz, it moves. Today it's here, tomorrow it's there. It moves around. We don't know if wealth will stay generationally in a family. So what happens? The guy tells his son, what about soon you're going to be older, I'm going to get older, you're going to take over the business, you're going to take over my storefront, you're going to sell the diamonds, you're going to sell the watches, you're going to sell this, sell that. It's going to be easy ride for you. So the child, since 15 years old, he hears this. So he doesn't take high school seriously, he doesn't take learning seriously. He says, the teacher says, I don't understand, you flunked school, you don't care? He says, don't worry, I have a job cut out for me. It's the $1 million every 3 months salary is coming to me. It's waiting for the chairs there, the office there. I gotta do my time. I gotta get out of jail, and it's waiting for me. And then he gets there, and he doesn't do the business the same like his father did. His father came from rags to riches. His father was an immigrant. And he doesn't have that grit. He doesn't have that ability to overcome himself. He thinks everything's easy peasy, life is pink, and I just show up and the cash flow is coming. And then what? And then he gets a rude awakening. He doesn't know how to buy and sell. The merchandise is going down. The capital is going down. He's drowning. He asks his father. His father's 75 years old. What do I do? What do I do? He says, make life. I work hard. You work hard. And he doesn't know what that means. And then what? He's stuck. And then he has a decision to make. Go learn another job, or start to be a trickster, or start to be a ganav. So therefore, that's why a person, even if he has a big company, he has old money, ready to give old money to his son, doesn't mean your son will be able to keep that wealth. Maybe his kids will have this problem. Maybe he himself will have a problem. That's why you should teach your son a trade anyways, because if he doesn't have a trade, the Gemara says, if you don't teach your son a trade, it's as if you taught him to be a ganav. It's as if you taught him how to steal. So therefore, a person, when the pressure is on, when you have the Maybach, and then you have to make the payments every month, but then it's embarrassing to say, oh, I can't afford it anymore. I got to keep up my status. I got to wear Burberry everywhere I go. So then I can't make it in a fair way. So then I have the desire to do it in a cheating way, to keep up this lifestyle. And what? If I don't have a trade to support myself, because I think that I'll just piggyback on Abba's money, I'll piggyback on this, enterprise that he made, and I'll just flip things. Everyone has a different mazal. We don't know if you have the mazal of your father. You don't know if you have the skills of your father. You don't know if you have the connections your father had. So therefore, a person should teach his son a trade, because you don't know what's tomorrow. Baruch Adonai Olam. Amen.